Tonight, this is the game that I am playing. It's called The Dig. And it's... whoops. Not what I meant to do there. Oops. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. Okay. The game that I am going to be playing tonight is called The Dig. I don't want it to be that big. And it wasn't that big. But I did something to screw it up, apparently. So... hold on a sec here.
Of course I miss you, darling.
Alright. Let's try this again. One more time. Tonight I will be playing The Dig. What Wizard says? The Big Dig. Yep, that's the one.
Of course I miss you, darling. This is the loneliest place on earth. Most exciting thing ever happens here is the day when it don't rain. Excuse me, darling, I got some work to do. What the heck is that?
Oh no.
Get on in here, Pete.
Earth collision?
We got us a big old asteroid on a 3-week collision course with Earth.
That's not good. Ah, The Dig.
The asteroid has been named Attila, after the war leader of the Huns, who devastated
Oh, that
Europe
Attila.
just before the fall of the Roman Empire. Attila was first spotted in a tracking station in Borneo. According to NASA sources, the probability of impact with Earth is 99%.
That's some pretty high odds right there.
Ignition. 2, 1.
What Wizard says? Earth collision? But that's where I live.
This is not a mission the shuttle was designed.
You might not want to be so specific about where you live, What Wizard. This is the internet, after all.
If the shuttle is the last hope of the human race, then it'll have to do the job, won't it? Wait a minute, folks. Let me introduce the landing team. Ludger Brink is a noted geologist. He'll evaluate our data on placement of the nuclear devices.
We have to be accurate. The idea isn't to blow Attila to bits. If we did, some of the pieces would certainly hit Earth with devastating effect.
And now I hardly have to introduce Maggie Robbins to you.
He has an accent.
She's
He must be
probably the most
trusted.
well-known journalist in the world.
Maggie, you're famous for having once said that you never put up with censorship in any form. Now you're under NASA command.
Miss Robbins is a reporter by vocation, but on this mission she's...
I think I can answer the question myself, Commander Lowe. Danny, I trained for this mission, and I have work to do in laying the nuclear charges. When I come home, I'll be a reporter and tell you all about it. But during the mission, I'm part of the team, and I will obey Commander Lowe like any good soldier.
That may be the biggest news story of all. Maggie Robbins obeys orders.
In going over your bios, I find that Professor Brink is also a noted archaeologist, while it's well known that Maggie is a prodigy at learning new languages. Is this just coincidence?
Not at all. We wanted the best and the brightest for this mission. Dr. Brink and Ms. Robbins are not narrow specialists. They are resourceful, widely educated, and creative thinkers.
Does that apply to you too, Commander Lowe?
My job is to keep everybody alive. I don't have to be brilliant. I just have to be careful.
We want the best and the brightest, except for me.
Ken Borden is the most experienced shuttle pilot we have. Cora Miles is our payload specialist. As you all know, she's a candidate for Congress, but we figured saving the planet is more important than campaigning.
I don't know. Campaigning, man.
Any parting message for the people of Earth?
We have exactly one chance. And we've got to do it right. Let all your prayers be with us.
Panda Space Stan says, is this Michael Bay's Armageddon? No, this is George Lucas's The Dig. A point-and-click adventure game from 1995. I think Spielberg might have had a hand in it somewhere. Like, he was going to make this into a movie, but then decided not to, and it became a video game instead. Which I think is also is part of the origin of Fate of Atlantis.
Robin's here. Going independent.
What was it says? Is it really George Lucas's The Dig? Probably not.
Welcome to the wonderful world of space.
But his name is attached to it.
Don't bump into anything.
I'll be careful, Commander.
Brink here, going independent.
Howdy, Brink. Welcome to the place where geology and astronomy meet.
A professor once told me, astronomers are geologists with clean hands and a squint.
You going to quote him on that in some magazine, Robbins?
I'm just part of the landing team right now, Commander Lowe.
Okay. First things first. Let's, Okay, that's my inventory. I'm curious. I kind of want to go into settings. I'm trying to figure out how. No, I don't want to start a new game. Normally in these LucasArts joints, you press F5 to open your menu, but it doesn't seem to be working here. Tab is inventory. Control isn't anything. Let's see here. I'm trying to... Okay, someone posted in the Steam forums with an angry face, saying, F1, F5 do not work. And basically the solution that they give is just to run it inside ScumVM instead. Which might be a good idea. But it'd be nice if there was some other way. Alright. So you guys... Full Alt-Enter is full screen. F1 and F5 to save your game. Well, I'm trying those, but they don't seem to be doing anything. F1, F5. Alright, well, I am going to quit this, and I'm going to try running it in ScumVM instead, because the Steam build does not seem to be playing very well with my computer. But that's okay, that's why they made ScumVM. Let's see, I want to find my local files here. And I guess I don't need to be in Steam anymore. Here we go, the dig. Put it on my desktop. What Wizard says, adventures in video games. Yep. ScumVM. Alright, I will add the dig. Yep. Alright. This should work better. Alright. But I need to change the window. Okay. Unknown string. Alright. Now let's try this. Okay, I'm back to where I was. Yay! I can now use F5 to save my game. Good. What Wizard says, do either of you want an advanced cyberpunk mystery adventure? Sure. So long as it's not a game I already own. Outside the... Okay. Let's see. We're outside the shuttle. There's a tool chest here. Let's look at it.
It's the pig. Payload Specialist Miles needs to use the remote arm to release it. It's the pig. Payload Specialist Miles needs to use the remote arm to release it.
Okay. Penultimate. What is that, like a Newton or something?
Miles, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Yeah, Boston. I'm on you.
You wish.
In your dreams.
Okay. Flying pig.
Ready for the deployment of the free fall tool chest.
Is the crew clear of the area?
No.
Crew is clear. Proceed. Everything fine with the pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston. You just be good to my baby.
Okay. Cool. I'm not sure what we did, but we put the flying pig out into space. Panda Space Dan says, pigs in space. Good.
Load a landing team. I'm taking the pig down to the surface. Follow me.
You be good to my baby, Boston. You hear me?
We'll be back soon, Cora. Try not to miss me too much. Blowout.
All right. There's some things in here. I'll take this. And I'll take this. A couple of explosive betas and an explosive alpha. I'll take this 0G digger. And a shovel. Good. I just shoved a shovel into my spacesuit.
Robbins, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Robin's here. I read you.
Do you know anything about this nuclear explosive?
Kind of strange thinking of nuclear explosives as precision instruments, isn't it?
I think it's a nice change, compared to thinking of them as weapons.
I guess?
Oh, I see. That's your story angle. Nukes to save the world instead of destroy it.
That's way too long to be the headline, Commander. More likely it'll be Nukes Save World. Or maybe Nukes blast Attila off course.
I thought it would be space aliens plot to abduct astronauts, destroy Earth with giant rock.
Apparently my career is amusing to you, Commander.
Yes.
Why is it I can tease everybody on this crew except you?
Because they know you like them, Commander.
I like you, Robbins.
No, you don't.
Well, things don't seem to be going very well between me and my crew. I'll say something profound, I guess.
Have you looked up at the Earth yet, Robbins?
Oh, is that big blue thing the Earth?
Alright. How about Brink? What do you have to say about Brink?
What do you think of our archaeologist, Brink?
I'm very impressed with his experience. He headed the U.S. Geological Survey team that mapped the surface of Venus.
He'll be taking a close look at the asteroid to make certain the detonation points they've chosen are suitable.
Can you tell me about the flying pig?
I'll bet you make the pig the hero of the story, Robbins.
So far, it has the most attractive personality.
I was making a joke, Robbins.
I know, Commander. So was I.
Good. What now? I guess we'll stop talking to you.
Getting anything juicy for your first article?
Or we can ask you a question.
I'm not writing my article right now, Commander Lowe.
Some people get vertigo when they realize that they're hanging upside down 200 miles over the ocean.
Do some of them throw up? Is that what you want me to do?
Yes, I want you to throw
I thought
up.
it was something you might want to write about.
I actually had a pretty good career as a writer before I had you to think up ideas for me, Commander.
Witty banter.
Low out.
How about this guy?
Brink. Come in, Brink. Brink here. I read you.
What do you think of Robbins?
What do you think of our star reporter?
Very unorthodox, bringing a reporter on a space mission. But she is very capable, and she writes interesting stories.
How about the nuclear explosive?
The explosive charges haven't been bumped or anything, have they, Brink?
Alpha charge and beta charge are both doing fine, Commander.
How about this flying pig?
Is the pig properly secured to the surface?
Yes, Commander. The sensors are all active and it's ready to monitor the explosions.
Alright.
Low out.
I'm gonna use my Newton to talk to someone else. Borden.
Borden, this is Low. Do you read?
I'm here, boss.
Alright,
Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, Ken.
Plant Alpha charge in Quadrant 2. Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
alright. I don't know how to do that, but let's wing it.
Low out.
Cockpit out.
He enjoyed saying cockpit a little bit too much. Alright, space. Quadrant 4. Okay, I'm supposed to go to Quadrant 2. So maybe that's this way? Oh no.
Let's head back to the shuttle, folks.
I don't actually want to head back to the shuttle. But whatever. Let's go back to the asteroid.
Let's head on back to the surface, folks.
I hope we finish up this time.
Oh, shut up. Quit your whining. Alright, Quadrant 2. There we go. I guess this is Quadrant 2. Alright. So, now what? Do I just tell him to, like, use the thing?
Load aboard and do you copy?
I'm here, boss.
We need to fire the housekeeper. The ground is rough and broken all over the target site.
Aw, shucks, and we forgot the vacuum cleaner. Better use the zero-G digger.
That's one expensive broom, kid.
Whatever works.
Alright.
Just be careful.
I
Don't
will...
dig out your own toe or anything.
I won't. I will use the zero-G digger.
Low out.
Cockpit out.
Cockpit out. Alright, Jen's Orbit says, wow, the dig. Hi. Hello, Jen's Orbit. How are you doing this evening? I will use the zero-G digger.
Let's see if we can clear up old Attila's complexion.
I'm doing pretty well. No, I have never played this game before. This is my first rodeo.
Nice and smooth now.
Alright, we're nice and smooth. Now can we use the nuclear thing?
Borden? Come in, Borden.
I read you, Low. What is it?
The target site is cleared.
You're the best, boss.
Okay.
Low out.
Cockpit out.
Alright. Zero dig. Flashlight, shovel, arming key.
It won't accomplish anything.
Okay. Apparently that's not what I want to do.
I don't want to arm it until it has been placed in the proper position.
Okay, so I need to place this in the place.
Placing charge 2 on target site.
Negative, boss. It's Alpha Charge that goes there in Quadrant 2.
Okay.
I hear you, kid. I hear you. We rehearsed this thing 100 times and I still managed to blow it.
That's why you still need us up here, Hero Man.
That would have been a catastrophic error, Commander Lowe.
I noticed you didn't catch the mistake either, Brink.
I didn't think I had to check up on the commander of the mission.
Everybody checks on everybody, Brink. But don't worry, I'm sure Robbins will write a whole article on my bonehead mistake.
Great.
It's our mistake.
No, I'm pretty sure it was my
Either,
mistake.
Commander. And it was caught in time. That means the system worked.
Thanks, Robbins.
Okay. I'll use the right one this time. Alpha.
Shuttle, this is Lowe. We're placing the explosive in Quadrant 2.
Acknowledged.
Could you give me a hand with this, Brink?
I'll be right there, Commander Lowe.
Panda Space Dan says, so do you think Michael Bay played this game one day and was like, huh, stopping space rocks, I should make a terrible movie about that?
Excellent work, Brink.
Probably.
Ken, the charge is set.
Instruments confirmed. Hey, I'm just so proud of you boys.
I don't know. I don't pretend to know what Michael Bay's creative process is. Okay, so we set up that thing. So I guess we need to ask Borden now. Take out our Newton, ask Borden where the next one goes.
Borden, this is Lowe. Do you read?
I read you, Lowe. What is it?
Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, Ken.
Plant beta charge in Quadrant 3.
Okay.
Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
Alright.
Low out. Cockpit out.
Alright, I guess I need to still activate the bomb, right? If I haven't done that already.
Look at the pretty red light, boys and girls. I'd say this charge is armed.
Alright. Okay, Quadrant 3, he said. Okay, Quadrant 1, 4, 1, 3. Okay, I need to get rid of that boulder, I'm guessing. So what do I use for that? The 0G digger again?
Guess what, boys and girls? Using the 0G digger on this boulder is gonna work just as well as trying to move a sand dune with a teaspoon.
Okay.
We better think of something else.
I will use my shovel.
Better find out what mission control suggests.
Mission control? I'm not calling Houston until I'm sure there's nothing we can do. Just think for a minute.
I will use a shovel.
Cora, Ken, I'm jamming the shovel in under the boulder, then using maximum down thrust to pry it up. Does that sound workable?
Well, I'm a little short on data about the tensile strength of shovel handles in 0G under maximum thrust conditions. In other words, who knows? It might work.
Boss, be careful. If the handle breaks, maximum down thrust will smash you right into Attila. You know the saying, whether the stone hits the glass or the glass hits the stone, it ain't gonna hurt the stone.
Thanks for the encouragement, Ken.
Yeah, thanks, Ken.
Brink, if this actually works, the boulder's going to come flying straight at you. Better fly clear.
Thanks for the warning.
Alright.
Looks like it worked.
Now, aren't you glad I made sure the tool chest had a shovel in it? My rule is, if you can pick it up, take it with you, because you never know when you might need it.
I have the same rule, Cora, but I thought it only applied to women in bars. If you can pick her up.
Careful, Ken. You don't want to find yourself getting quoted as a sexist pig in Maggie's article.
I'm not here to spy on you.
Lighten up, Robbins. They're just teasing you. If they thought you were really a spy, they'd never talk freely on the open frequency.
Alright. Cool. Time to set us up the bomb, huh?
Shuttle, this is low. Now placing the explosive on the face of the asteroid in Quadrant 3.
Acknowledged.
I need another hand here, Brink.
Of course, Commander.
Okay.
This asteroid has a pair of landing lights now, kids. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Who writes your material, Commander?
I get it all out of the newspapers, Robbins.
I have a writing team. Didn't you know that NASA hires a writing team?
Let's head back to the shuttle and watch Attila do the old fire dance.
Okay. Guess I need to call Monsieur Borden again. Take out the old Newton.
Borden? Come in, Borden.
This is Borden.
Both nukes are in place and armed. We made pretty good time, I think.
Looks good, boss. Come on back inside for the fireworks.
Confirm everybody inside.
All in, Cora.
All clear payload.
All clear, landing team.
All clear, shuttle.
Confirm doors closed.
Doors closed.
Explosives armed. Houston gives us the go-ahead. Say when, boss.
Do it. Now let's see. Is it
Unknown
the big
string.
triangle or the little red circle?
Shut up and push, Ken. My baby's getting impatient.
Here we go. We have detonation, alpha and beta.
What are the instruments showing?
Nothing coming our way.
What's the pig telling us, Cora?
Attila's still in one piece. There's a lot of seismic bounce, some fracturing. We're stable again. Radioactivity in Quadrant 1 is well within the safe range.
What does Houston say, Ken?
Everything's go for a surface walk at your option.
I guess it just doesn't have
Let's go, landing team.
captions
See
for
what
this
Attila
part,
looks like after plastic surgery.
and instead has unknown
Be careful,
string.
kids. Attila is more dangerous now than before we tamed him.
Those were certainly profound first words to speak on Earth's new moon.
I'm not making speeches, Roberts. I'm concerned about keeping everybody alive.
Commander, I can collect rock samples later. Right now, I would like to get below the surface down into that tunnel.
We're gonna do it eventually. We might as well do it now. You agree, Robbins?
I'm game for it.
I've called the pig. We'll send it on ahead to light the way.
Remember, any rock may be loose, and any wall may collapse at any time.
Please be careful, everyone. Cora, send down the pig, please. We'll need the light.
Panda Space Dan says, sounds like maybe that part of the text file was corrupt. What Wizard says, that part of the dialogue was full of emojis. Yeah, that was probably it.
You see anything unusual, Brink?
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosion?
No, it's very ancient. The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel... Old, but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know yet. It just feels unnatural. There are some odd projections near the bottom of this tunnel that don't seem to belong here.
Okay. Let's check those out, shall we?
I think you're right, Brink. The stone projection isn't natural.
Yes, but what is it doing here?
Flying pig.
Brink, I wish I knew what these odd projections are.
I've taken pictures of them for analysis.
Brink, I wish I knew what these odd projections are.
I've taken pictures of them for analysis.
Alright. Maybe we can see what's under there.
I may be criticized for it later, but I'm gonna dig out one of these odd projections.
It's your decision, Commander.
Commander, you're a loose cannon.
Look at this, Brink. This can't be natural.
Definitely not. A metal plate. Definitely an artifact.
An artifact? But who could have put something like this in a tunnel?
Yes, I think it's clear. Wherever Attila came from, there was someone there.
Could this be part of some kind of message? Like the one NASA put in Voyager?
If it's a message, I don't understand it.
Whatever it is, we've got to tell Houston immediately.
Negative, Robbins. I'm clamping down total security as of this moment.
You've got to be kidding.
You've been telling me all along you just want to be an ordinary member of the mission. I've had secret orders all along to look for any sign of alien presence on this rock. And now that we've found it, my instructions are clear. What I want to hear from both of you right now is, I understand, Commander Lowe.
I understand and agree, Commander Lowe. There is nothing to be gained from a premature announcement.
Robbins.
I understand, Commander Lowe.
Ken, Lowe here.
I read you, boss.
Tell Houston that I said Attila's a real hunt.
What? Is that some kind of joke?
Just tell them, Gordon. You'll receive new communication protocols immediately afterward.
Oh, cool. This is like a secret code.
Just think, Cora. You're the only one in Congress who knows anything about this.
Houston says the message is received and they're transmitting new codes.
We're getting back to work down here, Ken. Low out.
Alright. Well. What's next?
I'm giving this baby a little push.
If that doesn't work, Commander, give it a big push.
Thanks, you're very helpful.
The plate just dropped down, inside something.
The plate is gone?
There is now a small shaft.
It's a small, dark opening.
Okay. How about this metallic plate?
We're going to push another one.
I wish we could be sure we weren't destroying whatever message they meant us to receive.
It seems to me that if they didn't mean us to push these metal plates, we wouldn't be able to push them.
Okay. Okay, there's another odd projection over here. So let's get digging there.
It's another metal plate.
I wish there were some sort of inscription.
Third time's the charm.
Here's number 3.
It disappeared too.
Or third time's not the charm, I guess. But there's another odd projection.
We're 3 for 3 here, folks.
I've heard of putting a message in a bottle, but never in a big rock.
Okay. Metal plate. Number 4.
Here's the last one.
Well, we've done it. Whatever it is we did.
There is a dark tunnel.
Well, here goes nothing.
We're with you, Commander.
You don't want to run a series of tests to make sure it's safe or whatnot? Okay.
So, the asteroid is hollow.
Time to update Houston. Load a shuttle. Static. Must be all this rock.
We're cut off. Should we go back outside and call them?
Nah, they can sit tight for a few more minutes while we poke around.
Alright. There is nothing in here but a pedestal. Okay. Square indentations. Oh, so this is like one of these origami things. Gotta fit all these plates into here, I'm guessing.
These plates probably fit together, but how?
Oh, I don't know.
These plates probably fit together, but how?
How should I know?
These plates probably fit together, but how?
Okay. So I guess you just click until you find the right one. All right. One more. Panda Space Dan says, but how? Well, we're finding out now, aren't we? One more. Cool.
What's happening?
Unmoving!
Oh no.
I feel like someone turned me inside out twice.
It's a little difficult to move now.
That's because we've got gravity. Planet-type gravity. We're not inside the asteroid anymore.
Planet-type gravity.
And the pressure is equalized. There's an atmosphere.
Can we breathe it?
Our suits are checking that automatically.
Oh good. Automatic suits.
Here we are. Yes, it's at least as breathable as the air in L.A.
So in other words,
There's
not
always the
breathable
danger
at
of
all.
airborne infectious agents.
I don't think so. Alien microbes should be no threat to us. They have not evolved to make use of our cell structures.
How would you know that? They're aliens.
The oxygen in our suits won't last long anyway. I say we take them off and save the remaining oxygen for the return trip.
That's probably a good idea.
If there is a return trip.
You don't seem that broken up about this.
The air tastes good.
Surprise, surprise. Attila was a spaceship all along.
A starship, faster than light. We're not in our own solar system. No planet but Earth has an atmosphere like this, and this ain't Earth.
After so many years of bad TV shows and crackpots with phony pictures, here is the real proof. There is alien life.
Load a cockpit, over.
Oh no, my Newton's
Load
broken.
payload, over. Yeah, I'd say we're out of range. Way out of range.
I don't see any aliens coming to greet us.
For all we know, it might have been 1,000,000 years since these people sent out Attila, and they long since died out.
I don't know about you, but I didn't pack a lunch.
Or a can of pop.
Well, we might as well look around and learn what we can about this place. We might be here a while.
Alright, I will look around and learn what I can about this place.
I guess this isn't a natural geological formation, right, Brink?
Look how close the stones fit. Like ancient Peruvian masonry.
So it's primitive.
There was nothing primitive about ancient Peruvian masonry, Commander Lowe.
Sick defense of ancient Peruvian masonry there.
Where are you going, Lo?
I was gonna check for water. Or some way out of here.
I think we should remain together.
Then come with me.
Fine. Follow me.
This is no longer a space expedition, Lo. This is an archaeological dig. Therefore, I am the obvious leader.
Fine. Whenever we need to dig something up, you can use the shovel. In the meantime, our first business is to survive. Our second task is to get home. We need to work together, and I'm still the commander of this mission.
You don't know any more about surviving on an alien world than I do.
Conflict.
Boston is right, Ludger. He's the one with experience in survival, and we need someone in command. This is no time for a foolish power struggle.
All right, I agree. For now.
Panda Space Stan says, I hope you find a cooler of Inca Cola on this planet. Ah, yes. A cooler of some kind of yellow-colored pop. It looks a little bit like Inca Cola. So, it's a primitive form of soda. There's nothing primitive about Inca Cola, Commander.
Fantastic! Look!
More proof of alien life.
Do you think there's anyone, or anything, alive?
It seems someone had to have been here.
Let's hope they're peaceful. Or gone.
I'm sure they're peaceful. Because why not? This is Spielberg, right? He's usually an optimist about such things.
Can you tell anything about what these people look like from the interior of their ship?
There's a painting of one over there.
This rust. Corrosion. Perhaps animals have moved things around. Hard to know what we're looking at. Let me look. Try not to disturb anything.
Alright. I'll try not to disturb anything by touching everything. Hanging wire. Chest.
Well, I don't see any treasure, but there is something in here.
It looks like some kind of device.
When we get back, the engineers are going to have a field day trying to figure out how this worked.
Alright. I should probably save my game.
We might need this wire later. I'm gonna see if I can pull it down.
First, shouldn't you turn the power off at the breaker box?
A true adventurer.
What?
That was a joke, Lo.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Stand back in case something comes down on our heads.
Man, these guys are a barrel of laughs. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
Isn't that what they said in Raiders of the Lost Ark before their faces started to melt?
Changing shapes. Mathematical progressions of ever more complex polyhedrons.
Of course.
Next time I suggest pulling a wire.
No, I'm glad you did. What could that have been?
Not a random electrical discharge.
No,
Maybe
you
it's a
think?
kind of computer display. Maybe to the aliens who piloted this ship it conveyed some meaningful information. But to me, it means absolutely nothing.
I think that's what he also said when he went into, when he went to MoMA. Okay. pick up
It
this wire.
still might be useful.
I now have a wire. And can I take this engraved rod?
Did any of you see? Was this here before that thing appeared?
Of course it was. Do you think an electrical field can carry a solid object?
Alright, I have an engraved rod. So what's the deal with the engine?
This alien technology is hopelessly ruined.
How do you know? It's alien technology. You don't know it from Adam. Alright, so how to get out of here? Clearing. Good. I guess I go this way.
Not just plants, but creatures too.
Oh, great.
I'm not an archaeologist, but these look like bones to me.
But they are not lying where the animal died. They were placed here. Markers.
So it's a graveyard.
Best guess.
And now a home for those rat-like things.
Oh, those stupid rat-like things. Alright, I guess we can start digging up some graves, right?
What? Are you just going to dig right in? With a shovel? You will destroy the site.
I'm not doing archaeology right now, Brink. I'm looking for something to help get us home.
Your name will live forever. As the bone-headed space hero who destroyed precious data at the first alien archaeological site.
That's better than having my name live forever. As a commander of an expedition that disappeared and was never heard from again. Now get out of the way if you aren't going to help, Brink. This might take a while.
Good.
What a fine accomplishment, Commander. Now we have a pile of meaningless dirt and bones.
Maybe not. You never know when an alien bone will prove useful.
Good point.
Whatever creature these bones used to be, I don't think we've got anything like it on Earth.
Here, I'll take this jawbone.
What do you think? Was this the skull of a sentient being? Or a pet? Or a beast of burden?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's dead.
It's a strange-shaped jawbone. The teeth still look strong.
Alright, I will take this jawbone and shove it in my pants.
This is light, but it feels as strong as steel.
I will also take this tusk and shove it in my pants. Panda Space Stan says, she's obviously played adventure games before. Haven't we all? Alright, I guess I can't dig any of these other graves. What Wizard says, maybe you can use the jawbone to kill an army. Like in the Bible. Right. Alright, what's over here?
Do you think we could climb this slope?
No use. It doesn't go up all the way to the top.
The engravings on this wall, are they writing or decoration?
You're asking us?
Is there anything to click on here? It would seem not. Ah, this seems to be doing something.
It seems to be pointing at this mound.
Okay, which mound is it pointing at?
Nothing but dirt.
I will dig.
With that device pointing at this mound, I suspect there might be something buried here.
How scientific of you, Commander. Another random hole bulldozed by our fearless leader.
Maybe not. I thought I saw something shining. An artifact.
Alright, I have found an artifact. Let's pick it up. It's a bracelet.
It looks like a bracelet.
I will put the bracelet in my pants. Let's go, men. Oh, hey.
I think we can safely say this is not a natural weather phenomenon.
Ah, yeah.
How about a mirage? Anyone voting for it being a mirage?
It knew we were here. It was trying to tell us something. Or show us something.
Don't be too quick to anthropomorphize.
How do we know what life looks like here?
It might be alive. Or it might be some kind of automatic guidance system. We triggered it in that ruined ship, and now it's leading us.
You mean this is the last gasp of a holographic tour guide?
Or the Port Authority. Maybe it's telling us we're under arrest. Come quietly, or self-aiming lasers will toast us to cinders in 15 seconds.
Stop it. Maybe you can think that's funny, but the last thing I need is some mischievous boy trying to give me the creeps.
If I wanted to give you the creeps, I'd tell you that it was the ghost of a long-dead alien.
How do you know it isn't a ghost?
What? You think this is where aliens end up when they die? If it is, then this place better be hell, because it sure isn't my idea of heaven.
Now you're starting to give me the creeps.
Aha. Alright, there is a small hole here. Let's dig it up. This is, after all, the dig.
I'm gonna see if I can enlarge the hole. Maybe there's something under here.
Yeah, maybe something lives down in that hole.
The utterances of experts.
Alright, sarcastic man. You are not being very helpful.
The ground is soft here. Loose. I think this used to be an opening, and over the years, wind has filled it up with sand and dirt.
Here, let me see. Yes, that's right. You're probably right.
That means the ground is treacherous. It could be hollow under there.
Commander, I
Yeah,
think
maybe
it's
you
time
should
for
step
an
back.
archaeologist to do the digging. I'm used to dealing with drifted soil.
The shovel is yours, Brink.
Sure, go ahead.
Just be careful. The ground's pretty unstable. My feet kept sinking.
My whole training is to be careful. Not to charge in with guns blazing. Finally, a good use for my extensive training.
No! It's completely...
I can't!
No!
Well,
Frank! I couldn't get to him in time. I couldn't.
It happened too fast. Can we get down there? How long a drop is it?
it
Looks like
happened
the
too
rubble has
fast.
formed a ramp. Follow me. Here he is. He's not moving.
Brink. Boston. He's dead.
She sounds really broken up about it.
I should have been the one digging.
Then you'd be the dead one.
It was my responsibility to.
Brink and I are not children or trained monkeys. We're responsible adults. It could have been any of us, and there's not a thing you could have done to prevent it.
But to lose Brink, and we've only been up here.
Look, you can't keep me safe, and I can't keep you safe. So there's no particular reason for us to stay together. Our odds of getting back to Earth are better if we work separately on figuring this place out.
I don't like the idea of splitting up.
Why? Because we're safer together? Ask Brink about that.
Because maybe I won't know what I'm seeing without you to help me understand it.
If you find something interesting, the communicators still work. Till then, adios, ciao, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen.
Maggie, it's against every rule of military action for an officer to be separated from his command.
Boston, this isn't a military action. And you don't have a command. There's just you and me. And we both know exactly the same amount about this situation, which is to say, nada, nothing, zip. If we suddenly find ourselves facing an army, then you're in command again. Until then, adios, ciao, sayonara, auf Wiedersehen.
Nobody likes you when you smart off like that.
Yeah, all my psychological tests as a kid said that I didn't work well with others.
So this is what failure feels like.
Okay, well, I think that is probably a decent stopping point. So tune in tomorrow at 9 o'clock for some more The Dig. Thank you.